What is up, guys? Austin FFA here, or Luna. So I got a life story for you today. It's basically just okay. I'm just gonna start this because I don't know how long this is gonna be. So, like, this was literally took place just a year ago, and it's oh my god, the title says all basically. So, me and my one friend, one of my really close friends who smokes weed now, at the time he wasn't too into it, so he didn't really have a connection, and we wanted to get 2 dubs because he wanted to take it home and try smoking by himself for once. And so I called up my connection, or my dealer, and we asked for 2 dubs, and 2 dubs is basically an eighth, and an eighth is usually anywhere between, like, I don't know my prices. I know you guys are smarter than me with this shit, but usually I would pay like 40 for an eighth or 50 for an eighth. So high quality, definitely high quality eighth. That's how much it is. But okay, so I called up my dealer and I told him to meet me at a bike path by my house. And he asked me, he's like, "Am I allowed to take my car down the bike path?" I'm like, all right. I gave him the smartest answer. I'm like, okay, it's a bike path. You want to know why it's called a bike path? He's like, why? I'm like, it's where you drive. It's where you ride a bike. He's like, okay. He's like, I'm just saying, is it big enough to put a car down? Because I'll just drive right through and take a shortcut. I'm like, I don't think it's big enough to take your car down. Because he kept asking me. He's like, oh, I can bring my car down there and I can just drive right through and scoop you guys. I'm like, nah. So we're sitting in the middle of this bike path. And it is definitely wide enough to bring a car. But I just told him not to because I didn't want to die. So we're sitting in this bike path, and we were waiting like 30 minutes. He didn't show up, and we were like getting kind of mad. And then 20 minutes later, finally, like after like literally an hour, we were at this bike path in the dark at like 6 o'clock for like an hour. Keep in mind that it was cold out at this time, and it was after daylight saving, so it was even darker than it should have been. And all of a sudden, we started hearing this noise, and it sounded like dirt was crumbling from really far away, almost like someone was running behind us. So like, all right, let's just start walking in case the dealer comes through. So we start walking the other way, and then I kind of realized, I'm like, wait, what if it's him behind us? So I turn around, guys, and I look, and it was just a normal guy. He looked like he was like in his late 40s. He was just a guy walking, and he was in like a jogger suit, and he was wearing a really like heavy coat. So I'm like, oh, hey sir, how you doing? And he's like, oh, hi. And then he walked away, kind of gave us a look. He turned around and looked at us for a minute, and then just kept walking. And we didn't really pay no attention to it. We were just kind of like, okay, that was kind of weird. Why was that guy walking at like 6 o'clock? So after a while, we're waiting there for even longer. Another 15 minutes passed by, and it's to the point where I call the dude. And I was like, yo, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, fine. If you're not here in like 25 minutes, we're leaving though. And he's like, all right. And if you guys are going to ask why were you such a dick to your dealer, he wasn't the kind of dealer that's like an asshole. He was just more of a friend. So after like 15 minutes, we're literally getting ready to leave. And I'm like, fuck this. We're out of here. Let's walk. As we're walking, okay, from really far away, I start hearing that noise again, like the crumpling of the dirt, like someone's either walking towards us or something's coming towards us. And I'm like, all right, let's start going the other way. I don't want to really see anyone else. So we start going the other way. And as we're going the other way, I hear it start getting really close really quickly. And then I realize at about 15 feet distance from me, I just hear, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I immediately, the minute I heard a horn go off, it was a car horn. The minute I heard a horn go off, I jumped, like literally, like I dove bomb to the left, and like my friend ran out of the way too. And the minute I dove bomb, I landed on my shoulder, and I just see a car go by us going like 15, 20 miles an hour. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I stood up, I was screaming. And the kid got out of his car, and he's like, he's like, you guys got in my way. And I slammed the brakes. He's like, nothing would have happened. It's good. I slammed the brakes. And I was like, it's illegal. You can't fucking take a car down here. It's illegal. If you would have hit me, I'm like, I swear to God, I would have pressed charges on your ass. And I was joking, obviously. I wouldn't have, but still, it was just crazy because honestly, it was a near-death experience. If you could see what happened, he was literally going like 20 miles an hour right behind me when I jumped out of the way. He slammed his brakes. He would have hit me easily. I don't know if I would have died, but he would have hit me. But, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I ended up buying, I bought the eighth off him. He actually hooked me up with a little bit more because of taking so long. So that was cool. But anyway, moral of the story is don't go down a dark bike path and have your dealer take his car through it because it's dangerous. But Wow. Yeah, someone could have called the cops for that, but anyway, it's been awesome affair, Luna. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a like, leave a comment. I loved replying to your comments on that dream video I did yesterday, so leave a like, leave a comment if you did enjoy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.